Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Pharaoh said to Hazrat Musa A.S, "Have you forgotten how we brought you up and nourished you as a kid? You spent many years of your life in our love and affection. You must have remembered what you did and why you left this place. You should have been obliged, but you have been ungrateful towards our favors." Hazrat Musa A.S. replied, "I remembered how I made a mistake and went away, but I showed repentance in front of Allah, and He forgave me, and now He sent me to you as His messenger. The truth is that you were unjust and cruel with the children of Israel. That's why my mother put me in a basket and sent it in the river. That's how I reached at your palace. For instance, if I believe that you did real favors on me, then how does it justify that in return of those favors, my whole nation will keep on suffering from your cruelty and injustice? You have made them your slaves." He couldn't answer this question, so he turned the topic and asked Hazrat Musa A.S, "Tell me what will happen to those people who have died before us. They didn't know your Allah, nor they believed in the day of judgment. They used to worship idols. What will be their end? Will they rot in hell?" Pharaoh thought that Hazrat Musa A.S. will say that they were non-believers and they will go to hell. And listening to this, all the people will become furious. But Hazrat Musa A.S. replied very intelligently that everyone was stunned. He said, "Only Allah knows what will be their aftermath. We cannot say anything about them. They had spent their lives and went back to Allah. I don't have many resources to know about their actions and deeds. Allah knows everything about them. But we should not worry about them. We should worry about us and try our best to end up with good deeds." Pharaoh used to say that I am the God. Na'uzubillah. The people of Egypt will follow my commands only. Who is Hazrat Musa A.S. who is telling about one Allah? Pharaoh refused to believe in Allah and His teachings. Hazrat Musa A.S. told Pharaoh that Allah is the one who created everything in this universe. He is the creator of everything in the sky and beyond the land and beyond the land. Hazrat Musa A.S. said that Allah is the one who created you. Pharaoh told his fellow men that Hazrat Musa A.S. talks strange things. Hazrat Musa A.S. said to the people that east or west or whatever is in between them is all created by Allah. If you have some wisdom, then believe me. Think of it. Who could be the master of all? The one who is the master of everything from east to west, including Egypt, or the one who is sitting on just a small piece of land and thinking of himself as the master of everything? Pharaoh told Hazrat Musa A.S. that if you don't believe in me, then I will imprison you. Pharaoh asked Hazrat Musa A.S. if he could show him some open signs that will indicate that he is the Prophet of Allah. With that, Hazrat Musa A.S. threw his stick on the floor. It turned into a snake. Then he put his right hand inside his armpit. But when he took it out, it was glowing so much that it illuminated every corner of the palace. Pharaoh said to Hazrat Musa A.S. that this is not Allah's sign. It is purely magic. Our magicians can also do these tricks. Hazrat Musa A.S. replied, "Magic doesn't last for long. This is not magic." Indeed, Pharaoh was terrified by Hazrat Musa A.S.'s act, and he thought that his kingdom would finish soon. So Pharaoh said to the people that Hazrat Musa A.S. is rebellious and he is a magician, and from his magic he will kick you out of your country, and like Hazrat Yusuf A.S.'s era, the Israelis will invade our country. He said that your forefathers were wrong and ignorant, and he wants to misguide you from your religion so that you should follow his religion. He wants to rule you. Pharaoh was confused and scared. Pharaoh asked his fellow men about Hazrat Musa A.S. and what should be done now. They advised that we should not hurry. We have to wait and send our men to every part of the country and find skillful magicians so that they could defeat Hazrat Musa A.S. in front of the crowd. Pharaoh said to Hazrat Musa A.S., "We know that you have come here to capture our country with your magical powers, but we will defeat you with our magic. We've called our magicians so that they will compete with you in front of the crowd." Hazrat Musa A.S. replied that the national day is coming near. We can do the challenge on that day. It should be in bright sunlight so that everyone can see the truth with their own eyes. Pharaoh liked this idea, and the national day was finalized for the competition. At last, the day of the competition came. Pharaoh thought that when Hazrat Musa A.S. turns his stick into a snake, our magicians will turn many sticks into many snakes. So he thought that his competition will make a decision of our destiny. It was announced that more and more people should join the event. On the other side, Hazrat Musa A.S. kept on teaching his people about the oneness of Allah so that everyone should fear no one but Allah. At last, people started gathering for the competition in the ground. Pharaoh also entered along with his fellow men and magicians. Hazrat Musa A.S. also came along with Hazrat Haron A.S. Then Pharaoh commanded the magicians to enter the ground and start the competition. The ordinary magicians asked Pharaoh that if we win, then will we get a reward? Pharaoh replied, "Yes, you will get great rewards." They were so happy, and then the competition started. The magicians asked Hazrat Musa A.S. who should throw the stick first. Hazrat Musa A.S. asked them to throw their sticks first. Hence the magicians threw their sticks in ropes. Because of their magic, Hazrat Musa A.S. could see many big and small snakes slithering towards him for a minute. Hazrat Musa A.S. got worried. Then Allah sent a revelation to him. "O Musa, don't be afraid. You will be the winner. Throw your stick immediately." The magician's tricks are just a mere eyewash. Hazrat Musa A.S. said, "That was the magic you all just saw. Now Allah will show you the truth between right and wrong." With this, Hazrat Musa A.S. threw his stick and it turned into a dragon. This big dragon ate all the small snakes that these magicians so-called created with their magic. In this way, the truth became clear in front of everyone. Pharaoh and his people were defeated badly, and all the magicians bowed for Allah and said that we believe in one Allah and His power. Seeing this, Pharaoh at once started blaming his magicians by saying that they intentionally lost the competition so that their mentor could win, and that they intentionally bowed to him. Pharaoh said that all the magicians will be punished, but instead of getting afraid, the magicians surrendered themselves for punishment, as they now believed in Allah and they feared no one but Allah. Many people started to bring faith in Allah. Some were afraid of Pharaoh's cruelty, so they did not openly announce their beliefs. Pharaoh, on the other hand, remained obstinate and kept on continuing his cruelty and injustice.